When we need to solve an equation where the unknowns are powers of the equation, and they need to be found in exact form, the best method we can use is logarithms. In this case, we can take a log of both sides because the powers are on both sides of the equation, and we'll introduce a log with base 10. The benefit of using logs is we can use a log law which allows us to take the power out the front of the log equation and thereby remove the unknown from the initial term. We can see here that x now is outside of the logs on both sides of the equation. What we now need to do is isolate the x so we can solve for that particular value. We can do this by multiplying out the bracket on the left hand side of the equation. So we end up with x log 2 plus 2 log 2. Now what we want to do is get x terms on one side of the equation. We'll take the 2x log 5 to the left hand side and at the same time put the 2 log 2 to the right hand side of the equation, thereby changing the sign on both terms. The benefit of that is that we can factorize the x out of the left hand side of the equation. This provides an easy step to the solution, as we can now divide both sides of the equation by log 2 minus 2 log 5. This takes us to our solution, which is x equals negative 2 log 2 divided by log 2 minus 2 log 5. After this, we can use log laws to tidy the denominator of our result. On the right hand side of the denominator we have 2 log 5. We can bring the 2 inside the log to make it log 5 squared. So the denominator now reads log 2 minus log 25. We can also tidy the numerator of our result. Negative 2 log 2 can become positive by dividing both the top and bottom line by negative 1. When we do that, the denominator switches, so instead of being log 2 minus log 25, it becomes log 25 minus log 2. The last thing we can do is use some log laws to tidy up the numerator and denominator of our solution. The 2 outside of the log 2 in the numerator can be brought inside the log so that we have the log of 2 squared, which becomes a log of 4. In the denominator we have a difference of logs, and we have a rule that says if you have a difference of logs you can express it as a single log term where the value inside is a quotient of the original values. So the final solution becomes the log of 4 divided by the log of 25 divided by 2.